We play and call it work.
MiniWarGamer Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com. Welcome Wargamers to the Fantasy Vlog Update. I'm going to show you the current state that the studio is in, and I'm also going to take you on a bit of a journey in building the Blacksmith Workbench today. Went out and got the materials this morning, and we're going to assemble them, and I'll just come back and show you step by step what I'll be doing after I've done the step that I've done, because this is just going to be kind of like a recap of each step type of video. But first things first, let's take a look at the updated studio. What you're looking at right there, back there on that back wall, is a wall of cabinets slash shelves slash table for army display, for guests to put their armies on. They can put their bags and their cases in there. Up top, all the alchemy type of wizardry and bottles and vials and skulls and candles and all that stuff. That's going to go on the shelves back there as decoration. And inside these two large cabinets will all of the miniatures and terrain be stored. So I'll just show you the inside right now. It's not finished. There's some wood in the way there, so I can't open all the way. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shelves per cabinet. There's a ton of space. Yeah, let's back up here just to show you exactly how much space. It's a really large amount because there's a lot of minis being painted up for both Fantasy and Age of Sigmar, and they need a place to be stored. And what better place than in the studio that they'll be mostly used in? I gotta show you this find that I got. Let's open it up right here. This is a coat rack that I got from my mother-in-law. She picked it up at a yard sale for, I'm not sure how much, probably just a couple bucks. But these anchor hooks are homemade, handmade, which is awesome, because if this is going to be a blacksmith studio, one can easily conceive that these here were made in this shop, in the blacksmith shop. So I think that'll be awesome. This here is going to be a place for people to hang their coats when they come visit. And I'm thinking of placing it right here on the wall, because looking around, there's no other place for it to go, because all other wall space, the valuable real estate that it is occupied and will be occupied with other things. Whether it'll be armor and shield, weapons, tools, whatever. Banners, that's all going to be on the walls. So right now the walls are bare, shutters are up, cabinets are decorated in the same way that the shutters are. When I say decorated, I mean weathered. We went outside, we burnt the wood with blowtorch. It is pressure treated, so we did it outdoors so that we had good ventilation. The hinges and the handles are nice black, and they're kind of old style themed, as much as I could possibly get. They're actually just regular gate handles and gate hinges, but people like this old look, and so that's why they sell them. It's a pretty common item in hardware stores, and multiple hardware stores, not just one. But it fits the feel of the room. And today I added that little strip up there on the door, just to make it look like one door, because before you could see the seam, and now that there's no seam, it makes it look like one solid door. I'll be working on the stonework around the door later on. Now today's project, we're going to be working on a blacksmith workbench. This pile of wood down there will be converted into something that looks similar to this table that you see in front of you right now, with the cupboards underneath for people to store their bags and their cases, their army cases, and up top will be the table for them to display their armies. And I'm going to come back once I have done a little bit of progress on that. First things first, I had 4 2x6/8 of the pressure treated wood that I will be using as my table surface. This is the underside because of the stamps. I don't want the stamps to be showing up on the top side, so what I'm doing is I'm getting a measurement from here to there so that I can cut some braces out of the 2x4s. Looks like this is 22¼ inches across. Here we have the two shelves. This is the table section, and this is the shelf that'll be in the middle of the table. This is what the underside looks like, and this is what the top looks like. They're both the exact same. The reason why I put 2x4 brace a little bit in is because I want to put the 4x4 legs on the outside, and I wanted to have some space to drill into in the back of it. If I were to have put this 2x4 right at the edge, it would have been more difficult to do that. And here are the legs of the table. We have 2 cut at 3'6" and 2 cut at 4 feet. This will be the back. I'm going to put a board across the back so that tools can be hung. And this will be the same height as the surface, as the top of the table. So next job is to go outside, blow torch some of these surfaces and edges, make them look weathered, just like the shutters, and we'll be back. So this is after attaching all of the pieces together, the 4 legs and the 2 surfaces. This is the top. The reason why I weathered the top and not the bottom is because I'm going to be creating doors, and those doors will cover the inside, so you won't really see the inside too much, but you will see the top. So I wanted the top to match everything else, all of the other wood in this blacksmith shop. And now it's time to make the doors. Next step is to create the doors in front. So I'm going to be using 2x10 8-footers, and I'll be cutting them to 3 feet long each, and I'll probably use 2 per door. So I'm going to need some sort of cross piece in the middle here, going right down, similar to how it is over here. There's a piece in the middle, and there's plenty of extra pieces over here that I could use. Probably this one right there. Now to cut and burn. Time to break open the hinges and the handles to put on the doors. These are the 2 doors, one there and one up here. I'm going to put a handle probably about there, 2 hinges on either side, then attach them to the frame of this table. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Blacksmith Workbench. Fully functional as a tabletop to place miniatures on top of. I left this side open because you don't see it when you open the door. You can just slide your stuff in easily, or you could just open up one of the front doors. Put this piece in the middle there. That's the piece I was talking about. These hinges, which are self-closing because they are spring hinges, are nicely fastened to the sides, to the posts. I put this here to block view of what's inside because I like to keep the illusion of whatever's inside there isn't bags or cases for miniatures. I want there to be a little bit of suspension of disbelief. Anyway, let's get a higher view. It's actually pretty high up. It's 3'6", a little bit higher than 3'6" actually, because what I had to do was put a little piece underneath this leg and that leg, because on the opposite side here, the leg sits on the floorboard, because I wanted to fit it nicely in between the 2 timbers. So that's what I had to do to compensate for that. And I'm thinking that later on what I'll do with the wall behind is just slap a whole bunch of tools and weapons up there. And that's the idea behind that. So here's the one table, and going over to the opposite side, there's the other table for people to put their minis on. I still need to weather up the top just to make it fit everything. And it's gonna look so awesome in here when all the decorations are up, man. I'm so excited for that.
That's what I was back then.
Yeah.
Come on, you guys. This is not funny anymore. Like here you go. No, you put it away. Oh, I have to go home.
Yeah.
That was easy. That was so easy.
I can't believe you fit in there.
No, I'm gonna hurt him. I just want to do it. Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? No, I'm not done with him. Somebody's playing us. No. Here.
There's so many splinters. Oh.